So I woke up this morning and I realized that my energy levels is maybe a 6 out of 10. I'm not really exhausted, but I'm not super pumped either, right? I'm somewhere in the middle. I wanted you to see what it looks like to train on a yellow day or a moderate training day. Most women skip this workout, or either they're training too intensely and then they feel worse afterwards. This is exactly what I would do on a yellow training day. But remember, we don't train above our capacity and we don't train below it. We want to meet our body right where it is. All right, so typically on a green day, I would maybe start with jump squats or plyos. But again, today is a yellow day. So with my energy levels being somewhere in the middle, we're going to still challenge ourselves, but also not override our nervous system. So instead, I'm going to focus on my tempo. So we're doing tempo squats. I'm placing my hands behind my head to do prisoner squats, just to make it a little bit more challenging, but not too much. And slow and controlled reps is my focus. I'm not pushing too hard, but I'm not underwhelming myself either. Going too easy. So we're gonna rest it out for about 20 to 30 seconds, and then we'll move on to the next exercise, which is rows. Okay, put my dumbbells here. Now I'm using a lighter weight, 14 pounds, 7 pounds each dumbbell. Typically, I would use 20 pounds on a green day. Heart rate is nice and up, grabbing my dumbbells with an overhand grip, feet shoulder width apart, and getting into position. 15 reps. Here we go. Nice and controlled. Pausing for 1 to 2 seconds at the top. And this is a full body workout, guys, that I'll be doing today. Just pause 1 to 2 seconds. So we're still moving with quality. And there still is some intensity, but not too much that overrides my capacity. Woo! We have hammer curls up next. Gonna rest about 20 to 30 seconds. Now, just a little tip here. I see a lot of women struggling with breathing. It's very important in between exercises to intentionally breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. That will keep your energy levels in a nice rhythm. 8 seconds. We'll pick up our weights and do some hammer curls. Join in, join in if you like. All right, let's go. Now, elbows pinned at our sides and up. Again, just controlling the movement, focusing on those contractions. Now, typically, I would use cables on a green day just to give myself more resistance and more tension. Today, I'm not able to do that. So I'm going to stay at my level of capacity while still incorporating movement. I like to breathe out at the contraction or the peak of that contraction. I lost count, guys. I said 12, so I'm going for 2 more. I really feel it. Muscles are nice and activated. And we're just gonna rest, right? 20 to 30 seconds. Get you a sip of water if you need to. You're not expected to perform like you're at a 10. We're somewhere in the middle, and that's okay. All right, next up, we're gonna hit our core. So I'm gonna do some bird dogs, but typically we know bird dogs are opposites, right? Opposite arm, opposite leg. Instead, I'm gonna do one side at a time and then I'll alternate to the other side. Now I'm just focusing on my balance and my stability. Excuse me. Got a little sniffle here. And alternate. Not too bad. I'm already breaking a sweat. I'm feeling good. Let me go grab some water. How you feeling? This is doable. This is manageable. We just want something manageable where we walk away still feeling accomplished, where we walk away able to recover and do our next session when it's scheduled, right? All right. All right. I wanted to adjust the camera really quickly so we can do our last exercise on our regimen today. Now, typically I would do hip thrusts. I'm not going to do hip thrusts today because I'm somewhere in the middle, right? I'm not super pumped, but I'm not fully exhausted either. So I'm going to use my weights because I have been doing bridges for a long time. So I'm going to modify the exercise or adjust it. Instead of doing hip thrusts, I'm going to do bridges with weights. Getting into position, chin tucked, or you can lie on your mat. Feet nice and grounded, planted in the floor or your yoga mat. And we're going to press through our heels as we lift our hips towards the ceiling, forming a straight line. And nice hold back down to our starting position. Repeat. Squeeze those glutes at the top. Now, as I come down, it's like my belly button is being pulled by a string through my back. So we want to lower our back to the mat by thinking our belly button pulling towards that spine. Nice and controlled. Moving with intention. Every single rep counts. All right, before I let you go, I want to leave you with a tool you can use before you get started your next workout and a few tips. Now, on a green day, I have the energy to train for 45 to 60 minutes, but not on a yellow day. 30 minutes tops, controlled, intentional, and I want you to know every rep counts. Nothing is wasted. What a lot of women tend to miss is they shoot for a longer taxing workout, which is overriding the nervous system, and you leave either burnt out, feeling empty, or you're simply rushing through your reps during your training. Now, the quality of your attention will beat your quantity every single time. And the only reason I could train like this today is because I knew it was a yellow training day, right? I asked myself, I started with those 3 questions. Where's my energy? How did I sleep? And what does my body actually need out of this training session today? I checked in, I adjusted, and I showed up. Now, if you're still with me and you're wondering or thinking, I don't even know what day I'm in, right? Like, I don't even understand what capacity level I'm at. Well, that's exactly why I created the regulation starting point quiz or tool. And this is going to really help you define whether you are in a green, yellow, or red place and what it means for how you should be training. Now, the link is in the description box. Again, it's completely free. Take it before your next session. Come back to the comments. I read every single one and let me know where you are. But this is what training by your capacity looks like. And now you know you can do it too. I'll see you in the next video.